Welcome to Burnham-On-Sea.
Good morning everyone. We're going to take a walk along to the beach and see what we can find. I'm primarily looking for some pale and smooth pebbles to do a commission work for someone, but we're at the seaside, so why not let's have a little beach comb and see what else we can find.
Here's the Hovercraft Search and Rescue Marine Rescue Centre. Here's the beach at Burnham-On-Sea. See Hinkley Point, or you might be able to see Hinkley Point over there. People playing football on the beach down below us. There we go. And there's the jetty. During the current lockdown, travel to local areas for exercise purposes is allowed. We chose to take our exercise on the beachfront at Burnham-On-Sea. Fresh air helps to minimize transmission of the virus. Please exercise responsibly. I'll scan these things and see what they're all about. I've got no idea at the moment. I'm glad I'm not doing that swim today. I'm going to lift the camera up over the wall, and there is an uninviting looking swim across to Steered Island. To our right is one of the holms, I'm not sure which one.
It's deep holm or flat holm, we'll have a look.
One of the two, isn't it? Here's the jetty. This is where the hovercraft and things launch from, other boats. I don't know really, I don't think I've ever seen anything launching from here apart from the hovercraft. Alright, so what we're going to do is head down here, follow the sign, pedestrians this way. A little bit cold and windy, isn't it?
It certainly is,
Yeah.
It's definitely blowing.
Come on, let's get going.
Good test for these new microphones.
It is. I made it down to the beach. Here's the jetty behind us. Where we are right now, there's quite a lot of stones, and occasionally you get the interesting piece of pottery or artifact that washes up over here. More often than not, it's just a broken bottle from somebody having a drink on the promenade and throwing the bottle over. And there is the famous Burnham-On-Sea pier, which is one of the shortest, if not the shortest, in the UK. We've never been on it. Closed at the moment. And here's the rock pile that we're going to be beachcombing on. Sure, we'll find something.
This could almost be used for a pendant. I'll take it, and it's not overly rough, but I will give it a little sand down on the Dremel and a polish. See what it comes up like. Don't know what this is. I'm trying out these new gloves. It's quite cold, and I'm always worried about cutting myself. But now I can't actually tell what the texture of this is, so I'm going to take it home. Some pretty little shells have made it up this far. Nice little pink colour. I'm not looking for shells today, so we'll leave those here.
That one might be of use. It's got an interesting pattern on it anyway. What are those things called when they got the pattern? A wishing stone?
No, a wishing stone is when it's got a line of
Oh,
another
I thought it had lines on it.
wash. No, it has to have like another part. If the line goes all the way through, that's a wishing stone, but it would be better if it was a bigger fragment so you could see clearly that there's a whole white line going through it.
Okay. And is that one down there, you see it's got like a little rock on top of it, is that next to it? Is that one a candidate for painting?
It's a bit too dark, but it's okay if I want to cover it in a base colour. It's not too, there's not too much texture on it, so yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay.
That's what you call a wishing stone. A band of white all the way through it, goes all the way round. That's a wishing stone, so we'll take that one.
What's that?
Piece of pottery. It could be a pipe. Seems a bit thin to be a pipe.
I wonder if it could be...
Sewage pipe.
Oh, I don't think that's a sewage pipe, that's definitely too thin. Maybe it's a part of a
Flagon?
flagon, yeah? Could be.
And whilst we're doing this, I'm seeing a lovely stone that I'm going to pick up.
Excellent.
I have him He's smooth and he's quite pale. He's quite chunky.
Quite a chunky one.
Beggars can't be choosers. Needs must in these times. I'm a bit limited to what resources I can find, being restricted on where we can travel to.
I think I've found over here what is more than likely a bit of sewage pipe. This one is much thicker.
Ah, yes. Right, I've spotted this. I don't know what it is, and I'm going to take my glove off so I can A, get hold of it because it's tiny, and B, see what it actually is. It might be a nurdle.
I think that's the wrong shape for a noodle. That looks like a little piece of seaglass.
It's ever so smooth.
Yeah.
Slightly cloudy.
Yeah.
It's almost like pearlescent.
Yeah.
We'll take a closer look at that when we get home. Ooh, what's that? I think it could be some kind of rock.
Okay.
Or like, quartzy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Could that be a bit of pipe stem down there?
Let's have a look. That'd be cool if it is. Do you know what? It flipping
Is
is.
it really? Okay.
Well spotted you.
Right, there we go. Oh, I thought we were going to talk about it, sorry.
What is there to say? It's a piece of pipe
It's
stem.
a piece of pipe stem. But it's the first one we found, like, really local to us on the beach. I know we found some in the back garden before, but
It is really smooth.
yeah, unexpected. Nice.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether this is going to be a bit of pottery. Oh, I think it might be actually. Oh, I want to carefully.
Yep, that's a bit of pottery.
Plain or patterned?
Oh, I'm going to say patterned. Plain.
It's plain.
Okay.
But at least there is pottery here. Right, I've spotted something extremely bright blue out of the corner of my eye. It looks too bright to be glass, but we'll have a look. No.
What is it?
Piece of foil plastic.
Ah,
If I could get it out, I'd take it home and put it in the rubbish, but
you put it with your fingers. Or is it just embedded too much?
no, it's
Okay, it's
I'll
ripping.
just snapped it off. I think I may have found a bit of pipe bowl.
Wicked.
You can see the little pattern along.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And just
Yeah, that looks like a bit of pipe bowl, doesn't it?
it does to me.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Now I said I wasn't looking for shells today, but this one looks really bright and pretty, so that one's going to come with me. Oh, look at the colour on that.
Nice one.
Very pretty. I think we may have just found our first limb. I don't know whether it looks a bit white to be porcelain or whatever, but we'll have a look.
I think I need to point out that this, we don't mean like a human limb or something like that. This is porcelain doll pieces.
I think it's probably plastic, but we'll have a look when we get home.
Okay. But if it's plastic, it doesn't belong on the beach anyway.
No, exactly. This looks like a nice chunky thick piece of glass.
Looks like it's
Yeah, that's nice and thick and nicely worn as well. So we'll take that one home. Oh, another piece of plain. And there's a piece over here too.
right. Let's go straight to that one then. There it is.
Oh, it's patterned.
Nice one.
Woo-hoo!
Nice one.
Piece of willow pattern.
Well, that's something nice that's just presented itself in plain sight. It's like a piece of blue pottery.
Oh, kid. Nice one. I've just spotted a piece here. A bit of blue and white. Very pretty. Nice bit of blue and white. Very dainty. Probably printed wear, but doesn't look like willow pattern.
What do you think that is?
I don't know, but it's definitely older.
It's thin as well. It's very thin pottery.
I just found my first big piece of red. Oh, it might be a multi.
It might. That's a nice big piece though, isn't
Let
it?
me just try and hold it up to light. You see the two different layers? Can you see that?
I can see that.
And then it's red. Whoa, that's a nice find. Nice piece of aqua. Some bubbles in it too. Nicely rounded off. Nice find. Just spotted this. Another piece of blue and white. Oops. Another piece of blue and white. Very pretty. I think I may have found another piece of pipe stem. Can anybody see it? Yes, it is. It's a bit of pipe stem, very thin one. To add to the collection. Proper photos in the roundup. Just found this bottleneck, really chunky, really thick. Don't know what it would have been off of, but it's definitely a neck of a bottle, but it is really thick. So another piece of pipe bowl, I think, or even pipe bowl. Yeah, that's definitely pipe bowl. Bit of pipe bowl with a pattern around the top. Nice little find. Never expected to find pipe bowl down here, or pipe at all. And here's a bit of blue and white pottery. It's only tiny. And another teeny shard of blue and white pottery. I'm seeing a very big fat bottleneck over there. So I found a bit of bottle, and I don't know until we pull it out, but I'm wondering if it could be a bit of cod-bottle just because of the way it looks like it bends in. So put my glove back on just in case. Don't want to cut myself. Yeah, I reckon that's a bit of cod-bottle because it goes in. Look.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The fold there. Okay. Just wiggle it around a bit. Yeah. Try and get that angle a bit shown off a bit better there. Yeah.
You can see it from the inside. It bends.
Okay.
Bit of cod-bottle. Nice one. Bit of is it fire safety glass?
I don't know.
I don't think it's safety glass. It's like the fire glass. It stops. It might have been the original way of stopping glass shattering. It's the glass with the wire.
I think it's just called safety glass. I don't know what is it safe from. I see a nice chunky bit of aqua there. Yeah, and it looks
And look, I found
smooth. What have you got there? Oh, that's chunky
that's
as well.
Really chunky,
Yeah.
but it's still quite sharp. So that one's staying.
This one is not sharp.
That one we can take.
Nice rounded bit.
That's a whopper. That's a whopper.
What is it?
Piece of willow.
A little bit further down the beach, we came across this interesting structure. Is it an old jetty, or is it something else? If anyone knows better than us, please let us know.
Pete's just found a piece of pottery. Do we think it's going to be plain on the other side, or is there going to be a pattern? Drum on. Reveal. Blue and white stripe. Nice.
I don't like to see these things knocking around on the beach, these old batteries. I think they've got chemicals in them which are, I would guess, not too good for the environment and stuff, or dogs or little children that want to pick them up and chew on them. So
We'll take that and dispose of it properly. Plain.
for everybody working from home, I just think this is so much of a better idea to have an office on the beach. This is what we feel about our subscribers.
Today we've had a package in the post and it's arrived just in time to make it into this video. It's from one of our subscribers, Carole Austin. I don't know what's in it at the moment, so without further ado, I'm going to open the contents of the package. Oh my gosh, okay. First of all, we have what appears to be a clay marble. I've never seen in the flesh a real clay marble, but it looks the right size to me. What I do find surprising is it appears to be glazed. If anybody knows whether clay marbles were glazed, then please let me know. And then the other beaut in this package, and I do get very excited about clay pipes, is a clay pipe. I can see that it's got some patterning around the top rim, as we often see on clay pipes. We'll put a photo up above of a zoomed in shot of both sides of this pipe. It actually looks like there's a thumb indentation where someone used to hold it. I don't know whether, can you see that there? And looking at the inside, it looks well charred, so potentially a well-used pipe. Thank you, Carole. Carole's enclosed a letter, so let's have a look. So it says, "Hi Kaz, thought you might like this for your collection. Fraser found it on a site he was working on. He's looked into it and there are markings on it, and it's from Moss End Swifts Football Club. Look them up on Google." Okay, we'll look them up on Google, and whatever we find we'll post up above. Also a small stone marble. You might know what it's from. No, I don't. Carole says she shares my love of beachcombing and can never walk along a beach without looking down. Yeah, it's awful. I always used to kind of laugh and giggle at Sarah from Docking Bay 51. It takes her so long to get along the beach. You just can't help it. Well, there's a piece of glass and there's a bit of this and there's a bit, and, honestly, it takes you forever to get anywhere. Carole also says that she's got things for stones. The more unusual, the better. Well, at the moment we've got some rocks and stones going around in our tumbler. We put them onto phase 4 out of 5 today, so in a couple of weeks there might be an interesting stone in there that I can craft into something for you to send as a thank you, so watch this space. A well gratefully received gift, so thank you very much, Carole. Here's a roundup of today's finds. I have to say that the fact we were going out just looking for some pebbles, and having been to this little bit of beach once before, we really weren't expecting to find what we found today. We'll start with the wishing stone. So this is a stone that has a band of white all the way through it, and they call that a wishing stone. So that's Pete's wishing stone, and that's his wish to take when he wants it. We found several pieces of willow pottery and also a piece of blue and white stripe. I really like this piece of willow. It's almost done, it's always made up with lots of little dots. Very fine. I really like that. Moving on to the piece of terracotta that Pete found. Having brought it home and washed it, when we turn it over, the inside has been glazed. So that was some kind of pot at some point. We did find these 2 batteries. Those will be going into the rubbish. And then we did find quite a lot of glass, which was quite unexpected because the glass we normally see on the beach there is new glass from people that have just been sat out in the summertime and have just thrown down beer bottles. But a lot of this is very aged, it's very chunky. This is obviously the rim of some kind of bottle. But as you can see, it's rather chunky, so I think that's old. I don't know what it would have come off of. Don't know whether they made milk bottles that thick. If anybody knows, then leave us a comment. And I'm particularly excited about this piece. I don't know whether you can see, but I think it was part of a cod bottle. It starts to bend in here, where a cod bottle bends in. If I show you a picture of a cod bottle now, I'll show you which part I think this is, but I do think this is part of a cod bottle. This is a good old piece of safety glass with the metal running through it to strengthen it. And this piece, very pretty aqua colour, and you can see it's got some bubbles in it as well. Now we really didn't expect to find pieces of clay pipe, so this is really a bonus for us. A few pieces of stem here. This one's really thin. I think this is a bit of that one. I think I rather unceremoniously threw it into my bag, and just need a note to myself to be a bit more careful when I'm putting my finds away in my bag. And then to go with those bits of find, we also have 2 bits of pipe bowl. As you can see, there's a little pattern just running around what would have been the top edge of the bowl. Again there. So I'm really happy with those finds. Got some really pretty little shells here. As I said, I wasn't going out looking for shells, but these were really pretty, and even now that they're dry, you can still see how pink those are, but if I was to wet them back up again, they'd go into the beautiful pink that they were when I saw them on the beach. I'll find some project for those. And then we've got these pieces of glass here. Now to me, they look like the pieces of dried coconut you find in tropical fruit mix. I don't know whether it's glass that's really frosted, or whether it's some kind of rock, but very flat, very smooth, and got almost, it looks like a powdery coating on it, but it's not. And our first multi. So a multi is a piece of glass that is 2 different colours, and you can see there that it is 2 different colours. I don't know whether you can see, I don't know how I can show, but it's actually a reddy purple colour. Oops. So this is my first ever multi. It's a reddy purple colour. I'll show you a photo of it that where it's held up to the light so you can see it. And there you can see the 2 layers of glass, the top one which is the reddy purple colour, and then the clear underneath. So that's our first multi. This little chap here, ooh, he's very iridescent, very shiny. So this little fella here actually turned out to be a plastic nurdle. And for those of you who don't know what a nurdle is, some plastics come in a little bag of little plastic pellets, and then they get put into a machine, heated up, and then moulded and formed into whatever they want to make them. So this is one of those little plastic pellets. Now this blue thing here, I have absolutely no idea what it is. It's hard to the touch, as in like solid, like it's definitely not plastic, but I have absolutely no idea what it is. And then we have what I think might have been a bit of a ginger beer bottle. It's a glazed ceramic. It does have a pattern on the inside, as you can see there. Not overly thick, so it's definitely not a piece of sewerage pipe, but I'm thinking that this is a piece of ginger beer bottle. And then my favourite find till last, and it's only my favourite find because we haven't found one of these before, and this is a limb. It's a doll's arm, and I did think it would be plastic, but it is actually made of porcelain. So really happy to find that. And you can see just here the little joint where it would fit into the body of the doll. Normally made out of rag and stuffed with wool. And at some point you will be seeing me recreate an old Victorian porcelain doll. At the moment I don't have enough porcelain pieces to make the arms and legs, but I do have casts from porcelain made into plastic, which I bought from Kit and Caboodlers with the intention of finding vintage material, and I've sourced locally shorn sheep wool. But I'm thinking now I might wait and see if I can get a collection of another arm and 2 legs and a doll's head before attempting this project. We'll see. That was our day out. Well, not day out, it was just an hour having our daily exercise down on the beachfront. Like I said, really unexpected finds, and it's just amazing what you can find just on a little hour out having your daily exercise. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments to make on any of the items that I've found and shown you, please feel free to do so. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Bye.